All this week, we have been looking at how robots are entering our everyday lives. Today, we look at how they could hold the key to previously unthinkable medical breakthroughs. A new breed of robots are helping paralyzed people to walk again. I met one young man whose life is being transformed. Joe Ryan's got it down to a science. How to get out of bed, navigate the all-important kitchen, and head outdoors. Adjusting to life in a wheelchair has not been easy for this vibrant young man who once loved to play football, basketball, and golf. Just last year, Joe was paralyzed from the chest down after a pool accident at a college graduation party. His mother remembers the horrible scene.
He was lying on the deck of the pool, and he was talking, and he seemed okay, but when I leaned down to touch him, I said, "Can you feel me?" And he said, "No."
After the accident, Joe and his family were confronted by a terrible truth.
The doctors would come in and be testing him and say, "Well, when this happens, then it's permanent." And, you know, that was a shock to me because up until that point, I was still hoping, I think we all were thinking, this is, you know, he's injured, he's going to heal.
But Joe never lost hope that he would walk again.
Good to see you again.
Today, he's at New York's Mount Sinai Hospital, where advances in robotics are helping him achieve his dream.
We need to make sure that you're nice and loose.
Joe spends an hour warming up with his physical therapist. He's then helped from his wheelchair and placed into a robotic exoskeleton.
And are you going to need a little refresher, or are you pretty good?
I think I'll be good.
And then it's time for Joe to walk.
Good. Stay forward. Excellent. That was a really good stand. Dizzy at all?
No, not yet.
Joe's taken part in months of hospital trials to gauge the suit's effectiveness.
There we go. There we go. Your body's like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Do you feel a little bit like a superhero when you're wearing this?
No, I feel like, almost I feel more back to my old self.
Yeah.
Walking around, just being able to maybe become a little more independent.
The exo robotic suit works by using electronic sensors to control a patient's leg movements. As they evolve, studies say the market for these pricey exoskeletons and other rehab robots could hit $1.8 billion by 2020. Making them affordable will be the challenge.
It's going to start with products like ours that you're going to see in hospitals. You may use one if you have a stroke or something like that. But then eventually it's going to be about grandma at the mall with her new exo pants that allow her to take a walk with her grandkids.
For Joe, this is the sweetest sensation, walking in New York Central Park on a picture-perfect day.
It's nice to see the sights and be outdoors, and I mean walking again. I mean, it's not the typical walking, but I'll take it over any day.
It's early days for exoskeletons, but for an industry in its infancy, these are important first steps. It's so nice to see the hope there, but we got to get the economics in line. We want to know what you think about all this. Have you had any experiences? Can you imagine a world without wheelchairs? Let us know your thoughts. Tweet me at Maggie Lake and check out our Facebook at facebook.com/WBT.